Have you ever noticed your cat randomly checking in on you, like a tiny furry guardian? In this video, we'll uncover 8 reasons behind this strange behavior. Reason 1. Territory. Cats are famously territorial creatures, and for them, their home isn't just a place to sleep and eat. It's their kingdom. You've probably heard the saying, a man's house is his castle, but in your cat's eyes, they're more like a god-emperor presiding over everything and everyone within their domain. Every corner of your home, every piece of furniture, and every person who lives there falls under their watchful rule. Cats take their territorial responsibilities very seriously, and nothing escapes their attention. Whether it's a new item brought into the house or an unfamiliar visitor at the door, your cat is instinctively driven to investigate, assess, and, if necessary, reclaim their space. As a member of your cat's household, you too are considered part of their territory. Your cat has likely marked you as such, even if you didn't realize it at the time. Cats claimed their people by rubbing their head or cheeks against them, releasing a subtle but distinct scent from special glands located on their face. This behavior is a way of marking you as theirs, sending a clear signal to other animals. This human belongs to me. It's an affectionate gesture that not only reinforces your bond, but also asserts their ownership in the eyes of any would-be invaders. But what happens when invading other cats don't respect the unspoken kitty code? What if another feline dares to encroach on your cat's hard-earned territory or, worse, tries to steal you away while your cat isn't looking? Rest assured, your furry friend is keeping tabs on you by regularly checking in. Whether it's curling up near you, following you from room to room, or rubbing against you again, they're reinforcing their claim and ensuring no other cat gets the chance to take their place. This territorial nature also explains why cats can be wary of changes in their environment. A new piece of furniture, a visiting pet, or even a new scent on your clothes can throw them off balance, prompting them to reassert their presence by marking objects, rubbing against you more frequently, or even patrolling the house. These behaviors aren't just instinctive. They're a way for your cat to maintain a sense of control and security within their domain. Understanding your cat's territorial instincts helps you appreciate the care and effort they put into making the house their home. From their perspective, everything they do, from rubbing their cheeks to keeping a close eye on you, is an expression of loyalty and love. By respecting their need to mark their territory and giving them the stability they crave, you help your cat feel secure and confident in their role as ruler of their realm. After all, in their eyes, you're not just part of the territory. You're their most treasured possession. Reason 2. Protector. Do you remember those nights as a child when the creak of a floorboard or the tapping of tree branches against your window filled your imagination with fears of monsters lurking in the dark? Those moments of unease were often soothed by the comforting sounds of your parents talking in the other room or the warm glow of the TV in the living room. That reassurance was enough to make you feel safe, protected from the unknown. Now, in your cat's eyes, you play that very same role, being their protector, their source of security when the world feels uncertain or overwhelming. While you might think there's nothing inside your home for your cat to fear, their instincts tell a different story. To a prey animal like a cat, the world can seem full of hidden threats. Thunderstorms, loud car alarms, barking dogs passing by the house, or even the boisterous laughter of children playing in the neighbor's yard can all trigger your cat's innate sense of caution. These sounds and disruptions, no matter how trivial they might seem to you, can feel like potential monsters to your cat. In these moments of fear or uncertainty, your presence becomes their lifeline, checking in on you. Whether by following you from room to room, lying near your feet, or simply watching you from a distance, offers them a sense of reassurance. To your cat, your consistent presence sends a clear message. You're safe because I'm here. Just as you once relied on your parents to chase away imaginary monsters, your cat relies on you to ward off anything that might threaten their world. Interestingly, this protective dynamic is a two-way street. While your cat sees you as their guardian, their instincts as natural hunters also make them vigilant protectors of their own territory, which includes you. This is why your cat might sit near the door during a storm or perk up at the sound of an unfamiliar noise. They're not just observing. They're keeping watch, ensuring that nothing disturbs the safety of their home or their human. Your role as protector isn't about actively fighting off dangers, but about being a calm, reassuring presence in their life. During stressful situations, speaking to them in a soothing tone, maintaining a consistent routine, and offering safe spaces to retreat can reinforce their trust in you. Even something as simple as sitting nearby while they nap can make them feel more secure. To your cat, you're more than just a caregiver. You're their ultimate source of comfort in a world that sometimes feels big and unpredictable. By recognizing this role and responding with patience and understanding, you reinforce the special bond you share. Just as your parents once gave you the courage to face the monsters of childhood, you now provide your feline friend with the peace of mind they need to feel truly safe. Reason 3. Entertainer. Throughout history, cats have earned their place in our homes as hardworking pest controllers, chasing away the mice that threatened our food supplies. But as the times have changed, so has their role. With the advent of extermination services and sealed refrigerators, the days of cats as indispensable workers are largely behind us. Today, they've become our cherished companions, bringing us joy, comfort, and plenty of entertainment. Their playful antics, quirky personalities, and affectionate gestures often brighten our days and make life more fun. But have you ever considered that this dynamic might work both ways? To your cat, you might just be their primary source of entertainment. Sure, you might think you're simply sitting at your desk working or relaxing on the couch scrolling through your phone, but to a bored cat, you are a constant beacon of potential excitement. Maybe you'll stop typing and grab that string toy for a quick play session. Perhaps you'll suddenly decide it's time for treats or toss them a crumpled piece of paper to chase. Your cat's frequent appearances in your room during the day aren't just about checking in. They're about staying ready for the moment you decide to stop being boring and become their personal entertainer. This hopeful behavior is rooted in the curious and opportunistic nature of cats. Even if their efforts to engage you don't pay off the first, second, or even third time, they'll keep trying. Cats are nothing if not persistent when it comes to getting what they want. A bored cat might circle back to your room multiple times, hopping onto your lap or swatting at your hand, silently urging you to ditch your work in favor of a little playtime. Their hopeful determination can be both endearing and hilarious, especially when they make their desires known with a plaintive meow or a dramatic flop onto your keyboard. As much as your cat relies on you for entertainment, their antics can also be a source of endless amusement for you. Whether it's the way they chase imaginary prey, pounce on invisible targets, or bat at dangling toys with the grace of a mini predator, cats have an innate ability to make us laugh and brighten even the dullest days. The bond you share during these moments of play is deeply rewarding for both of you, fulfilling their need for stimulation while reminding you of the simple joys of companionship. To keep your feline friend happy and engaged, make time for regular play sessions. Interactive toys like feather wands or laser pointers can spark their hunting instincts, while puzzle feeders provide a mental challenge that keeps boredom at bay. And don't underestimate the power of your presence. Sometimes, just sitting with them or offering a bit of attention is all it takes to keep your cat entertained and content. In the grand scheme of things, your role as your cat's entertainer is more than just play. It's about strengthening the connection between you. They may come to you out of curiosity or boredom, but what they're really seeking is interaction and the joy that comes from sharing moments with their favorite human. After all, cats are experts at making life more interesting, and they count on you to do the same for them. Reason 4. Manager. Cats are often thought of as solitary animals, but their social lives are far more intricate than we typically assume. While they may not follow the rigid pack hierarchies of dogs, cats do have their own version of a social structure. Feral cats living without human care often form colonies centered around shared resources like food or shelter. Within these colonies, dominance is subtly but clearly displayed, often through grooming. For instance, if one cat grooms another on the top of the head, it's a clear signal of their superior rank in the social hierarchy. The cat being groomed is essentially acknowledging the other as their superior. But here's where it gets interesting. What does this mean for our relationships with our cats? After all, how many times have you pet your cat on the top of their head? Probably countless times, right? Cats have irresistible little faces that seem designed to be petted. However, from your cat's perspective, every time you scratch their head, you're reinforcing your role as the leader of the household. Whether you realize it or not, you've effectively taken the position of boss in your cat's social structure. Of course, This dynamic might feel a little ironic given the lengths you go to for your cat. Cleaning their litter box, preparing their meals, and catering to their every whim. It often seems like they're the ones in charge. Yet, to your feline friend, you're the manager of their world, the one in control of their environment and the ultimate decision maker. That's why your cat is always checking in on you, following you from room to room, watching you work, or waiting by the door when you come home. They're making sure they stay in your good graces, just like you might keep in regular contact with your boss at work to ensure you're on the same page. This behavior isn't just about hierarchy, it's about trust and security. Cats see you as the one who provides structure and stability in their lives. When they check in, it's their way of ensuring everything is running smoothly. They're not just looking for food or attention. They're confirming that their environment, and by extension, their world, is in good hands. Understanding this perspective can deepen your bond with your cat. By reinforcing your leadership role with consistent routines, gentle guidance, and plenty of affection, you're not just managing their daily needs, you're giving them the confidence to thrive. And while your cat may sometimes act like they're the real boss, it's clear that, deep down, they see you as the one in charge. So, the next time your cat meows at you from across the room or patiently waits for you to finish your tasks, remember, they're not just being needy. They're staying connected, making sure their manager doesn't need anything from them and that the household is running as it should. It's their way of saying, I trust you to lead, and I'll do my part to follow. Reason 5. Alien. Imagine this. Instead of heading off to college or starting a job when you reached adulthood, you were suddenly abducted by aliens and transported to a bizarre new world. In this place, the rules are unfamiliar, the language is incomprehensible, and the beings who've brought you here seem to find your every move fascinating. They provide you with food, shelter, and entertainment, but they also have peculiar habits, like picking you up unexpectedly, squeezing you, or laughing as they film you fumbling with strange objects. This outlandish scenario is essentially what happened to your cat when you adopted them. To them, you're the alien. Just as a human might be both bewildered and intrigued by life among extraterrestrials, your cat is endlessly curious about the odd rituals of their abductors. Why do you spend so much time staring at that glowing, blinking light box? Why do you drink that strange-smelling brown liquid every morning as if your life depends on it? And how on earth do you perform the magical act of opening a can with such ease? Your habits, so normal to you, are as mysterious and fascinating to your cat as alien technology would be to a human. Cats are natural observers, and living among their alien captors gives them plenty to study. They watch you intently, trying to decode your behavior. Why do you laugh at some noises but get angry at others? Why do you bring home strange-smelling objects only to lock them away in cold, glowing boxes? And what compels you to clean up their litter box? A task they find unnecessary, given their instincts to bury it just fine. These quirks of human life are a constant source of fascination and confusion for your feline friend. But while your cat may never fully understand your peculiar ways, their curiosity about you reflects a deep bond. Just as humans are drawn to the unknown, cats are compelled to explore and make sense of their environment, and you are a big part of that world. They observe you not just out of bewilderment, but also out of trust and interest. They're trying to piece together the habits of the strange creature who feeds them, plays with them, and sometimes inexplicably bursts into laughter while staring at a glowing rectangle. This dynamic also helps explain why cats often insert themselves into your activities. Sitting on your laptop, pawing at your coffee mug, or investigating your groceries are all part of their quest to understand their alien companion. To them, your actions are as bizarre as their habit of batting around a toy mouse might seem to you. Living with a cat is like a cross-cultural exchange, where two vastly different species learn to coexist and even thrive together. Your cat may not fully grasp the concept of a Zoom meeting, nor will you ever understand their inexplicable obsession with the corner of the room, but that's part of the charm. By observing each other, you find ways to communicate, share moments of connection, and bridge the gap between your worlds. So, the next time your cat watches you brew coffee or clean their litter box with wide-eyed wonder, remember, to them, you're the alien. And just like any good sci-fi story, the relationship between species is built on curiosity, mutual respect, and a touch of the unknown. Reason 6. Kid. One of the strangest human behaviors in the eyes of our feline companions is the way we sleep. You might think that's odd. After all, cats sleep all the time, right? That's true to an extent. Cats can sleep up to 16 hours a day, which is twice the recommended 8 hours for humans. And let's be honest, how many of us even meet that target? But while both humans and cats need plenty of rest, the way we go about it couldn't be more different. Most humans follow a monophasic or biphasic sleep pattern. Monophasic sleepers get all their rest in one long block, typically at night. Biphasic sleepers might take a nap during the day in addition to their nighttime sleep. To us, these patterns feel perfectly natural. To cats, however, it's downright bizarre. Cats are polyphasic sleepers, meaning they nap in short bursts throughout the day and night, often waking up multiple times to survey their surroundings, stretch, or grab a snack. The idea of sleeping for 6, 7, or 8 uninterrupted hours is as strange to them as their habit of dozing off 12 times a day might seem to us. This difference in sleep habits explains a lot about your cat's nighttime behavior. If your cat comes into your room at night, they're not just looking for attention or a midnight snack. They're checking on you. To them, your long, uninterrupted sleep is a peculiar ritual, one they don't fully understand but are curious about nonetheless. Much like a parent might peek into their child's room to make sure they're okay during the night, your cat is doing the same for you. They want to ensure their beloved human is safe, even if your lengthy hibernation puzzles them. Beyond simple curiosity, this behavior is also rooted in a cat's natural instincts. In the wild, staying alert and sleeping in short bursts helps cats remain aware of potential predators or prey. Seeing you so deeply immersed in sleep, seemingly oblivious to the world, might trigger their protective instincts. They don't know why you're so vulnerable for hours at a time, but they're compelled to keep an eye on you, just in case. Understanding this behavior can help strengthen your bond with your cat. When they pad into your room at 3 a.m. or curl up at the foot of your bed, it's their way of saying, "I'm here for you." Even if it disrupts your sleep, it's a gesture of love and connection. To them, your nighttime habits may be strange, but they accept and adapt to them, just as you adapt to their quirks. So, the next time your cat checks in on you during your nightly sleep ritual, remember that they're not just being nosy. They're showing their care in their own unique way. To your cat, you're not just their caregiver. You're their family, and family always looks out for one another, even in the quiet hours of the night. Reason 7. Fool. You adore your kitty, and you want them to want to spend time with you. So, when they do one of their adorable little check-ins, padding into your room with that casual curiosity, you can't help but get excited. Maybe you stop what you're doing to greet them, give them a few pets, or even offer a treat. If they linger long enough, you might find yourself completely distracted, showering them with affection or digging through the treat stash just to see that satisfied flick of their tail. But while you're busy adoring them, your clever little fur baby might just be chuckling internally. Without realizing it, you could be falling right into their carefully orchestrated plan. Cats are masters of subtle manipulation, and many have perfected the art of the treat them mean to keep them keen routine. By appearing aloof or casually disinterested as they wander in and out of your room, they've figured out how to keep you hooked. Every time you reward their fleeting presence with attention, treats, or playtime, you're reinforcing their behavior. To your cat, this is a foolproof system. Minimal effort on their part, maximum payoff from you. Why wouldn't they keep doing it? But here's the twist. It's not really a trap. Cats are creatures of habit and reward, and their behaviors are largely driven by the outcomes they experience. When you respond to their visits with love and affection, they're learning that checking in with you is a good thing. And honestly, isn't that exactly what you want? Building a positive association with spending time near you is what strengthens your bond and ensures those adorable little check-ins continue. That said, it's important to strike a balance. While it's wonderful to reward your cat with treats or affection, overdoing it could lead to unintended consequences, like overfeeding or reinforcing overly demanding behavior. If your cat starts pestering you every 5 minutes for a treat, it might be time to scale back. Instead, try mixing in other forms of positive reinforcement, like engaging them in a quick play session, giving them a favorite toy, or simply sitting quietly with them for a moment. Ultimately, there's no harm in being fooled by your feline overlord. In fact, it's part of the joy of being a cat parent. Their cunning charm and ability to wrap you around their paw are just a few of the things that make them so irresistible. So, go ahead and indulge their clever antics every now and then. After all, they've probably earned it with their cuteness alone. At the end of the day, the back-and-forth dynamic of your relationship is what makes it special. Whether you're the one doing the spoiling or they're the one orchestrating the game, it's all part of the unspoken bond you share. Cats may play their tricks, but let's face it, you're happy to be fooled. And who wouldn't be when the payoff is those sweet moments of connection with your beloved fur baby? Reason 8. Best friend. The simplest and sweetest reason your cat keeps coming in and out of your room is the same reason your heart skips a beat when you see their cute little fuzzy face. You love each other. To your cat, you're more than just their caretaker. You're their best friend, an important part of their world. While cats are often seen as independent and aloof, the truth is they form deep social bonds. And if your cat frequently checks in on you, it's a clear sign of how much they value you as part of their social group. Your kitty's habit of wandering into your room might not have any agenda beyond saying, "Hi, how's your day going?" in the only way they know how. Just as you make an effort to spend time with them when your schedule allows, they're doing the same for you. To them, these little moments of connection, whether it's a quick rub against your leg, a soft meow, or simply lying near you, are their way of maintaining the bond you share. It's not about food, treats, or play every time. Sometimes, it's just about being near the person they trust and adore. Cats show their affection in subtle yet meaningful ways, and their habit of checking in is one of the most heartwarming. They don't need long, drawn-out interactions to feel connected. A brief glance, a shared moment of eye contact, or the sound of your voice is often enough to reassure them that their best friend is nearby. These small gestures, repeated throughout the day, are their version of companionship, quiet but deeply significant. Of course, your cat may also be curious about what you're up to. Whether you're working, watching TV, or tidying up, your activities are endlessly fascinating to them. They see you as the center of their world, and just like a best friend would, they want to be a part of your life, even if it's just by observing from a cozy spot in the room. The beauty of this relationship is its simplicity. Your cat doesn't need grand gestures to feel loved, nor do you. It's the consistency of these little interactions that builds trust, warmth, and the unbreakable bond between you. Whether they're nudging open the door to sit with you for a few minutes or hopping onto your lap for a quick nap, their presence is their way of saying, "You're important to me." So the next time your cat checks in on you, take a moment to appreciate what they're really saying. It's not just a habit, it's love, friendship, and connection in its purest form. After all, a best friend doesn't need words to show they care. And your cat has mastered the art of speaking directly to your heart. Now you know why your cat keeps checking in on you. It's their unique way of showing love and staying connected. Which reason surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more insights into your cat's fascinating behavior. See you in the next video.